the views way up there and it gets people talking. And yeah, bad attention is always good attention on YouTube when you can make money. But yeah, welcome back to another live stream. I'm gonna be cutting up some lunch. I'm gonna be making some stuff, but honestly, this hat doesn't really fit me the best. But it's also a little bit squished in my suitcase. Hold on one second. Let's see how this hat looks. Hold on. Yeah, I'll wear this one until some more people get in here. Once the views are in the up there, like we're getting thousands of views on those live stream, then maybe I'll switch back. But for now, we'll keep it like this. Good morning, good afternoon, depends on where you're watching from. Good night, wherever you're watching from. I'm just gonna make something real quick, and we're gonna talk about the tariffs. We're gonna give it a couple seconds for people to get in. Now, a lot of people will ask me, am I pissed off about the tariffs? Probably, but not in the same way that you are. The reason I'm pissed off with the tariffs is because I think Trump is too soft. I think he's too soft on the tariffs. How can you only put them not even for 2 weeks? I hate to say this, but I think Benjamin Netanyahu got in his ear and told him exactly what to do. And also, yeah, it kind of makes me upset. I'm not gonna lie. It legitimately made me more upset that he got rid of the tariffs so quickly than him actually putting the tariffs. I did a poll yesterday in my stream. There were 7,000 viewers, and about half of them were okay with the tariffs. These weren't millionaire, billionaire people. These were average Americans, and they were just fine with the tariffs because they believed long term they would help. A lot of them still believe it. I'm sure they're fine with the tariffs going off, but whatever. Personally, I don't like it. I think he's too soft, and if he's going to play like that with China, he's going to lose. You have to be really, really aggressive. If he just takes the tariffs off China now for no reason or something like that, then it's horrible. We can't let China take our business. A lot of people are saying other conspiracy theories too, like Trump doesn't, or people aren't going to work in factories in America. It's going to be all robots, maybe, I don't know. But at least it's going to be made in America. Someone will have to get paid to make the robots, and someone will have to get paid to make the factories. Whoa, 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 buddy. How you doing? Good morning. We're just talking about tariffs today. I don't know how you feel about Trump pausing all the tariffs, but I'll be real with you, buddy. I'm kind of more pissed off that Trump put a pause on the tariffs. Because honestly, he's being a soft fella. Like, he's being too easy and too soft on these countries. They didn't even agree to, like, end the trade deficit or anything. He just given them a pause. For what reason? If he's going to play like that with China, it's not going to end well. I'm in Ontario, so I'm ... Well, I invite you to join, as a Canadian that you're joining in my live stream, I invite you to, become the 51st state, just like Donald Trump. Concede from Canada. Join America. Your taxes will be lower. You'll have money that's actually worth more. But I do love Canada. I love my Canadians. I just visited there this December. Not really so sure about all that border policing that you guys do for visitors, and you don't really protect your borders for, like, people that just moved there illegally, but whatever. You guys want to question Americans coming in? Okay, I get that. You're dual citizen, so it doesn't please you. Doesn't it mean you have to pay double taxes in Canada and the US? Wouldn't you rather just pay one taxes? Canada can still keep their culture and their independence and stuff like that. You'll just be a state. Every state in America has their own cultures. But guessing from how you've been talking, you hate Trump and you hate, everything going on. But I respect your opinions. I respect your opinions. I respect the Canadian people. You guys don't have to join America, but it would bring you a lot of benefits if you just think about it. Less taxes. I mean, sure, you won't have your free healthcare anymore, but you also won't have to wait a year to get an appointment. That's only the main negative. No more free healthcare for you. That's the only negative I see. What negatives do you see? But honestly, the tariffs, we kind of just ended the tariffs with Canada, I guess. So, that just lets the Chinese sell their goods to Canada and Mexico, and then they can just send it into America. At least that's what I heard the Chinese do, so I guess Trump doesn't care about that anymore. Benjamin Netanyahu commanded that man, I'm guessing, and told him, stop the tariffs. But everyone's saying, oh, the tariffs are stopped. I mean, you got to think the main business that we do is with China and also Europe. I don't know if we stopped the tariffs with the EU. I mean, I'm in Europe, but I'm in a country that's not a part of the EU, so we're not affected by that. I'm in Montenegro. We don't really get affected by tariffs from Trump, no offense, but we don't really buy anything from the US. So it makes no difference. I was originally in Spain, but I moved to Montenegro. You're probably reading my bio. I need to change the bio, but no, I'm not in Spain anymore. I made a whole video series about moving to Montenegro. It's kind of stormy outside today. I love Spain. I liked it for what it was. I was there for almost 2 years, but honestly, I like Montenegro a lot better living here. Well, guess how old I am. I'll tell you, I'm in my 20s. But yeah, I lived in Spain for almost 2 years. Now I'm living here. This is like my first month or so. I made a couple videos about it. Everyone guesses that. No, I'm a bit younger than that. I'm 24. How old are you guys? Drop your ages and drop where you're coming from. I'd love to hear from you. And if you're new to the channel, please like and subscribe. Honestly, like I said, I'm more mad that Trump got rid of his tariffs than him actually placing it. 27 Kingston, Ontario, Canada. Nice. What do you do for a living over there in Ontario, Canada? I like Canada. I mean, it's a nice place, but I went through Toronto and a couple other areas. But a lot of people say Toronto's a shithole, so I don't know. I kind of agree. But I wasn't like staying there for a long time. I just drove through and I was hanging out there for like a day. But yeah, I'm living in Eastern Europe. I don't know if you know where Montenegro is. But yeah, it's a country right next to Serbia, Albania, Croatia. It's right over there. It's a really nice place, even though, people have this thing about Eastern Europe and the Balkans. They like to demonize it. But really, it's a great people, great country, great everything. Nice, nice, nice. Is it hard to get your dual citizenship if you're not born in America as a Canadian? I always wondered that. Or were you born in America? I mean, if Canada have had better policies, I think a lot more Americans would want to move to Canada. I don't know how you feel about Canadian politics, though. Kind of a shit show, if you ask me. But many people will say that about America too. So, born Canadian but working a job with a visa already helped me. 1 year court process about $3,500. Wow, that's expensive. Yeah, here in the country, I'm working Montenegro. I don't know how much the exact cost would be to do it, but if you get a working visa where I'm at, they mostly do it for you, so it's like free. But if you did do it yourself, it would probably be a couple $100 where I'm at. But I get the United States, it's like the greatest country in the world and stuff like that. But oh, is there a tax treaty with the United States with Canada, or do you have to pay taxes in both countries? I'm really curious about that. I think there's a tax treaty actually, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, yeah, there is a tax treaty. Okay. Yeah, there's a tax treaty. So you only pay Canadian taxes. Nice. Maybe I'm wrong, but aren't Canadian taxes like 60% or something like that? Maybe you can educate me on the Canadian taxes. Like, I think they're pretty high, but I don't know. That's what most Americans think, that they're at least 60%. Yeah, my work visa here will probably last a year, but I'm gonna honestly start a company. In Montenegro, you can start a company. The actual setup cost only costs like $500 or something like that. You get like a visa, and you just have to renew it every year with your company. I'm about 20% at 55K a year. Only 20% in Canada? Really? Really? Obviously, I know if you shop in the United States, you pay state taxes. Give you a shout out? Yeah, sure. GBR Nangang 8. Sounds like a Chinese name, but shout you out. Damn, Canada has that unemployment, huh? Their unemployment money is probably really good, I have to guess. In America, you only get like $300 a week for like 6 weeks, so I don't know, it's not that good, I don't think. You guys probably have way better benefits for that. But how did you feel when Trump said like he's gonna make it the 51st state? He's kind of an aggressive fella. Who knows what he'll do? But honestly, I just think he wants better trade deals. Oh, wow, that's really, really good. Yeah, that's better than America. They don't really care if you're making how much you're making. They just give you like a maximum amount. And it's only for 6 weeks. 16 weeks, if we had that in America, everyone would be getting laid off on purpose. I mean, a lot of people already do the same thing and abuse the system in America. Yeah, I went skiing in Canada. It was pretty good for the skiing, I will say that. It was at like Blue something, Blue Mountain. Yeah, it was at Blue Mountain Resort. My favorite color, I don't know, blue, red. Let me know where everyone's coming from though. Your name really does seem Chinese to me. The war with China, I think even though the Canadians can agree on it, they're taking industry from every country in the world. I don't have any opinion on the state thing, but look at Alaska. But look where Alaska is, in Quebec and Alberta, and already want out. I'm down to unite as one would save us a lot of money. See, I knew a lot of Canadians had to agree with that. We're very similar. Trump doesn't want to steal Canadian culture. He wants them, like I said before, a lot of states have their own culture in the United States, just like Quebec has their own culture, and Alberta has their own culture. It's no difference. Just because you're becoming a part of the U.S. doesn't mean you're losing your culture. Do you speak French too, or just English? Yeah, we should unite as one. We'd be the most powerful country in the world. I'm in New Zealand. Shout out New Zealand. Never been there. Real interesting place. But I have been to Canada. What part of New Zealand? Auckland. How old are you, by the way? The New Zealander. Very little French. Enough to read it. Yeah, I'll be honest. I was never fond of the French language, if I'm being quite honest here. Living in Spain, I heard a lot of French, and a lot of French people come in there. But I still visit the States quite often. Quebec is its own brand. Props to NZ. I have a few client friends there that bring their hydroplane race boats down here to race in the summer. 10. New news. Trump's reciprocal tariffs to start after 3 months. Yeah, bro, I'm pissed about Trump. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I know a lot of people were pissed about his tariffs in the first place, but I was actually happy about that. I'm more pissed off that he didn't have the balls to keep the tariffs. Like, he should have had the balls to keep the tariffs. What about all the shit you were saying about trade deficit and bringing back money to the United States, ending the taxes in the United States? What about all that shit, man? What about all that shit? Like, you're pissing me off with that shit, Trump. I feel like Netanyahu just got in his ear. Lufthansa Racing from NZ. I have no clue. I'm trying to think of what NZ is. I probably sound like an idiot. Canada is beautiful, though. Just political seems worse than the United States. I agree. I think Canada does seem politically worse than the United States. They have, in my opinion, if you want my opinion real quick, I think they have a horrible immigration problem. Also, Trump is raising tariffs on China like crazy. That's like the main thing that all these companies get their parts from. But the stock market doesn't seem to care about that. They only care about all these little countries that barely spend money with the USA. Chinese stock market starts to crash after 125% tariff. Yeah, hopefully their shit crashes more because they're not backing down, it seems like. We need a 200% tariff on them next. But they'll retaliate. Yeah, as I was saying about Canada, I went there. It seems like they have like a lot of immigration problems. Like, I know, countries can be melting pots, yada, yada, yada. But, like, there's way more, like, other religions and illegal immigrants there. Or not other religions, other races than Canadians that are illegally there. And I don't know, it seems like the Canadians are losing their culture a little bit from all these foreigners that aren't even legally there. And also, like, you know, they have shitty leaders after shitty leaders. Justin Trudeau was dog shit. I don't know how you feel about him as a Canadian, but I think he was dog shit. And yeah, I'm almost done chopping up these vegetables once again. But yeah, I think he was dog shit, Justin Trudeau. It would still be funny though. He's an entertaining guy, I guess. But I think he was stealing the Canadians' people's money. Yeah, isn't Mark Carney's the new leader or something like that? He seems like a goofball as well. Like, where the hell are y'all getting these weird leaders from? People think Trump is weird, but Canada leaders are way weirder. Where's the common sense Canadian that we all know and love? We need like a truck driver or someone like that to be the president of Canada. Or not the president, the prime minister, whatever you guys have over there. We need like a working class president. Or like a businessman president. If all the countries rely on the dollars, the worst economy crash, we need an alternative currency to save for the world trade like crypto. Well, I agree on that. Trump does back crypto. I think he should make the first country's crypto. Like, he should make the United States official cryptocurrency. That would be cool. That thing would fly to the moon. But Trump coin, yeah, I won't lie. Trump coin was a scam. 100%. Trump coin was a scam. Hold on, wiping off my camera. Unfortunate to say when I like Trump, but yeah, Trump coin was a scam. But you should have known it was a scam. It's a pump and dump coin. It's just like a joke. It's like his trading cards. Yeah, that can be the official cryptocurrency. Hawk Tuah coin. What do you like to eat? I'm not gonna lie, recently I've been eating a lot of peppers. Sounds kind of weird, but yeah, I like to eat a lot of peppers. I like chicken. I like steak. I really like steak. That's my favorite food. But right now I'm gonna eat some peppers and some steak. I mean, not steak, chicken. Yeah, we do need something, but I think the dollar will grow stronger. I mean, recently, obviously, with the tariffs, the dollar has been dropping quite a bit. Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Doge coins are safe. I kind of agree with Bitcoin and Ethereum, but that kind of stuff, if I had to guess, I'm not here to give you a crypto analyst or something. We've been doing so good with Bitcoin, I think it's due for a drop. Like, it'll go back down to 20,000 or something. And Ethereum, I think, is good too as well. But Dogecoin, that thing, I don't know, man. It's always dropping and going up so much. It's not really a stable investment. Not really a stable investment. But other than that, I think it's good. Also, United States Steel. What do you guys think about that stock? I think United States Steel will go up in price. It dropped like 15% yesterday because Trump announced he's not selling it to Japan. He's renewing the deal that they did with Biden under Biden. Be to Japan or any other foreign nation. We were that company. And I think United States Steel is going to shoot to the moon because in 2008 it shot to the moon. We had high tariffs on China. I like ice skating. It's really fun. I recommend it to people. I like doing it. I think United States Steel will shoot to the moon because we're building a lot of stuff. And I'm not really into like buying natural resources, but I do think United States Steel, it's a company that's been around since 1901. And we're building all these new factories in America coming up. Trump has already secured the money. Like, sorry guys, it's raining. I gotta move some stuff from outside. But Trump has already secured the funding for it. For like Apple to build their own factory. For all these companies to build their own factories. the only thing that they're going to need is the steel. So the United States Steel Company can come along and do a deal maybe with Trump, and they can make a whole bunch of money. So maybe that's a good stock. I don't know. I'm just saying. I'm just putting ideas out there. What else? The chip makers, they're going to need steel. I think NVIDIA invested in some companies in the United States. Or, I mean, some ice hockey's really cool. Shout out everyone who does ice hockey from all around the world, Canada, New Zealand, wherever. Yeah, I think that with Trump, he's going to do some deals with United States Steel. Possibly. Nothing's guaranteed yet. Trump is a business G, prioritizes business over people. I don't really know what you mean about that. I mean, I can't really think of any examples. I would like to say one, but he's a deal maker. He definitely prioritizes deals over people. But, yeah. I do think that United States Steel possibly could be a good stock. Rapid growth seems. Do you guys think that there's rapid growth around the world? Do you think there's like a lot of new construction projects coming about? I do. Coca-Cola Lime. Coca-Cola Lime, if you never tried it, never seen it anywhere except Montenegro. It's very good though. United States Steel, yeah. I think that the United States will probably build back Ukraine with BlackRock. What will they need when they build back Ukraine with BlackRock in a couple years? They'll need steel. Yeah, oil isn't doing so good. I mean, in terms of when you're investing in it, I would not be investing in oil right now for multiple reasons. Trump's going to pump more oil into the market. That's going to bring down the price. Under Biden, now that's when I invested in oil. I made a small fortune investing in oil, but I spent all that money already. But yeah, when I saw oil went negative for the first time in history per barrel, I'm not an oil expert, I'm not an oil genius, but when I saw oil went negative for the first time in history in 2020 during the pandemic, I knew that I had to buy some. I just knew I had to buy some. So that's when I started buying up oil stocks. No, this is the company I'm talking about right now, United States Steel. It's down 12% almost pre-market. Now, if we look during the 2008 market when we had high tariffs against China and building was booming, look at the price of it. I mean, I'm not saying it's going to go that high again, but it can definitely do so. Or maybe at least, like here or something. So I'm not saying for sure, I'm just saying speculation. $19. If I invest $100 in this company, how much will I get? Well, that's an interesting question. I'm doing this I'm doing this stock. If I was gonna do this stock, I would hold this for about 2 to 5 years. 2 to 5 years. I would just really hold it. Yeah, my hand's red with peppers. I would really hold it. Just wait for the best selling opportunity. Maybe sell when it doubles or triples. So if you put 100 in, maybe you can get 200 or 300 in a couple years. Maybe. It's not guaranteed. But I think this is a really stable, steady stock. So worst comes to worst, you break even. Because it's barely really changed much in 5 years. But it could also go down. We have to see how it opens in the market. But now could be a good buying opportunity right this moment before the market opens. If you have like an account where you can buy pre-market, but at the same time it could drop to 35 a share or 30 a share. But it is already down 12%. And this is why it's down right now. We don't want to see it go to Japan. They don't want to sell it to Japan. 21. That joke is so old, probably before you were alive. Yeah, so maybe it could double or triple your money, possibly, but it's going to take a couple years, and you're going to have to hold, just wait for Trump to announce some news of the factories building, because they put the investment already in the United States. They put trillions of dollars. Actually, I don't know exactly how much, but I think it's close to $1 trillion. Thank you, man. I'm definitely going to do some videos about it. I'm probably going to do it with the nice view in the background that I showed before. But yeah, here's another breakdown. Let me give you guys a complete breakdown actually, because I have like these facts from ChatGPT. Because I asked ChatGPT, I said, why was this stock $184 back in 2008 during the financial crisis? And here's what the analysis gave me. It said, number one, surging demand. Before the 2008, global demand for steel was booming, especially by rapid industrialization and infrastructure development in emerging countries like China, India, Brazil, and Russia. Now, a lot of those countries are still having industrial booms, but the United States is the main one that's going to have the industrial boom right now. Rising raw material cost as well. I think we're having rising raw material cost right now as well, just because of the past inflation and all these tariffs. But cooking coal, I don't know about the price about that, but the prices could rise because Trump announced that he's doing more coal factories and bringing back coal to the United States. So that could bring up the price of steel, or steel building and stuff like that, or whatever the exact terms would be. Now, the number four reason that the stock reached up high was because reduced exports from China. Exports tax and tariffs were 25% standardized in 2008. Right now, we're looking at much higher exports, or much higher tariffs on exports. Can you type gas reserve found in Kronjong Crossing in ChatGPT? Sure, but let me finish the analysis first. I think I have one more thing to say about it. Strong pre-crisis market. Yeah, we're kind of going into a strong market, but I wouldn't say it's pre-crisis. Okay, now I'll go to ChatGPT and look for what you said. Gas reserve found. And then I'll type in the name. Let's see what it says. I don't know what there is phase. You mean like this? I have no clue what that is. Recent developments near, I'm going to butcher the name, Kongjing Crossing in Karachi have drawn attention. Isn't Karachi in the Middle East? Have drawn attention to the discovery of underground gas pockets. On March 29th, 2025, a fire erupted during a 1,200-foot deep borehole for water exploration. This incident is believed to have caused by the release and subsequent ignition of shallow biogenic methane, a naturally occurring gas found from the decomposition of organic material. Laboratory analysis of water samples from the site have confirmed the presence of underground hydrocarbons, including elevated levels of benzene, toluene, and trethlosine. I don't know how to pronounce these chemical names, but they're all things that make gasoline, I'm pretty sure. These findings suggest continuous gas leakage from subsurface faults or facets. Hey Dustin, how you doing, man? That's my Serbian friend there. However, Karachi Metropolitan Corporation Chief Fire Office has downplayed the likelihood of substantial underground gas reserve at this location. He indicated the fire characteristics suggest a limited gas pocket rather than a significant reserve. I don't know, but the United States has plenty of gas, natural gas, that we haven't been tapping in for the last 4 or 5 years. So that's going to bring gas prices down globally, I think. Russia's taken up the market when it comes to gas reserves. Hey, 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 I tried the res phase, it didn't work. I don't know what that is. But yeah, I don't know. They don't seem too sure about it, but who knows? Who knows? Oh, wait, here's a new update. As of April 7th, 2025, the fire has persisted for 10 days. Okay, that definitely sounds like something. With authorities opting to let it burn out naturally to prevent the release of potentially hazardous gases. This situation remains under close observation. I'm going to ask ChatGPT another question, and if anyone else has any political questions, then go for it. But 125% tariff with China, they said they're going to retaliate every single time, so I probably will retaliate again. Excuse me. No, I don't have a pet here with me. But in America, I do have a dog, like a family dog. Do you have any pets? What kind of dog do you have? That's what kind of pet I have in the United States. Can you search up Rico Dick Mountain and give us the analysis of it? It's minerals and gold deposits. Sure, I can, but I'm not an expert on mineral or gold deposits. I'm just a guy that uses common sense. Like I said, how I told you a little bit story about how I bought the gas stock. Um, is just because I saw it went negative for the first time in history, and I figured that was a really good opportunity. But yeah, about gold and minerals, I'll give you my opinion on it. Is there like a company or something you're invested in it? But you have to give me a second. I'm looking something up right now. I'm trying to see if there's like a yeah, ChatGPT is sometimes useless. I use Grok as well. Grok. I said Grok. But yeah, I use Grok on Twitter. Giving Grok a second to load, and then we're going to ask it this question. Deep Seek, huh? You think it's better than Grok? I don't know my IQ, but it's not 10. 1 out of 10, you mean? Alright, now I'm going to look up your question. Where is this mountain even located? I'm just typing in the name and see what I can find. I have friends. But thank you, Andrew. I'm going to do some live streams with some friends soon. I really don't like to put the camera in people's faces on live. I kind of feel weird about it, but I have other videos about exploring Montenegro with friends and locals, so you should check that video out. Rico Dig Mountain, Chang district of Balochistan, Pakistan, famous for its vast gold and copper deposits. Yeah, I'm already your friend, buddy. Don't worry about it. We're all friends here. How much IQ do you have? 1 to 10. Near an ancient volcano? Stretching from Europe through the Middle East into Asia? Yeah, that sounds huge. A joint venture between Barak Gold Corporation and Antofagasta PLC. The total mineral resources is around 59 billion tons of ore. My favorite song? That's really, really hard to say. I have a lot of favorite songs. But one person that I've been listening to recently is Frank Sinatra. That's really old school. This is an old school song, but it's called Frank Sinatra My Way. That's really an old classic song. I really like that one. I'm just giving out some old school songs because everyone talks about new music and hip hop and rap music. And I think it's kind of degrading the culture a little bit. This is like Donald Trump's music that he likes. Admittedly, that I know that. But I also like it just because it sounds really nice. This translates to 24 million tons of copper and 41 million ounces of gold over the mine's life. I don't know, it sounds like a really, really good mine, but it has so much resources, it's almost hard to analyze. It's like looking at a giant company like Microsoft or Amazon. It's almost hard to analyze it. Yielding about 200,000 tons of copper, 250,000 ounces of ore. Is Ring of Fire a song or a video game? Yeah, this is a really complicated analysis. I'm not really the one to tell you about it, but it looks really good for this. Conclusion, Rico Dig is undoubtedly a world-class deposit with potential to yield billions in copper and gold over decades. DeepSeek. Okay, let's look up DeepSeek. The Chinese DeepSeek. A little bit hesitant to put that on my phone because it's from China, but I'll do it. I don't care. Yes, I've heard of Pakistan, but it's a that mountaintop is very big and wide, and it has a lot of resources. It's hard to give analysis. It's a little bit over, I'm not a financial analyst, I'm not a minerals analyst, so to tell you about one of the richest mineral resources like that in the world, world renowned, it's going to be hard for me to give you a analysis. But if you want my general opinion, yeah, it looks like a good investment. It looks really good. Nah, I don't want to see the Minecraft movie. It looks like shit. Excuse my language, but when I played Minecraft, I never in a million years would think Jack Black would be the guy to do that. I used to be a fan of Jack Black, but then he started getting all weird and gay and just weird. He's a weird guy. It should have been played by like someone that's not as famous as him, I guess. But it's not the worst movie. It's not as bad as Snow White. I don't know. I don't know. I was playing Minecraft for like literally more than 10 years ago. So I'm kind of over it. My friend still plays Minecraft though. He's like the same age as me. Interesting. I will say interesting about DeepSeek. It was the only one that was really able to give me an answer for one of my questions. We have trillions of dollars of natural resources. We only lack machinery, but after CPEC, we will be able to sustain our minerals and our economy will boom. I'm sure that sounds true to me. Yeah, I think DeepSeek might actually be the winner, but sadly it's made by the Chinese. Not that I have anything wrong with that, but Chinese make a lot of good stuff, but America's kind of going to war with them economically right now, and also they're known not to be the fairest people when it comes to business and stealing your information and stuff like that. It is like 1 o'clock or something for me. I don't know. I'm making lunch right now, and then I got some work to do and stuff like that. That's interesting though. It's in the afternoon for me. I don't know if it's in the evening for you or what, but for me it's in the afternoon here. So be careful doing business with the Chinese. That's all I gotta give you guys advice on. They're tricky fellas, but they have invested all over the world. Same thing with the United Arab Emirates. They have a lot of power through investment, basically. It's a little bit scary, but it's true. Bye-bye, man. Peace out. Hope you hit the like and subscribe button. You said you own a business or something in Dubai. What do you do in Dubai? Or what do you do in the United Arab Emirates? I'm curious about that. I've never been to Dubai, but my friend's going this weekend. So thank you, man. Much appreciated. I'm trying to get to 10,000 subscribers maybe by the end of this year. And my goal is to get to 5,000 subscribers by the end of the summer, but I don't know if that'll happen. Zam Electronic. No, that sounds interesting. I've never heard about that. I'll look it up right now, though. Yeah, man. DeepSeek is the only one that's been able to help me find like courses and stuff. I want to do like yachting, possibly, like as a deckhand, maybe be on like a TV show, or maybe just do it for money because it's really good money and it's tax-free money. I mean, I have United States citizenship, so I'm supposed to pay taxes on any money overseas. But Trump is trying to get rid of that. It could be got rid of next tax season, but money made on yachting and deckhand that's in international waters. My friend told me you don't have to pay taxes on it, which is really, really good. But he has the South African citizenship. I have the American one, so it's a bit different, unfortunately. MAGA supporting the tariffs and Trump delaying them. Yeah, I know. I'm pissed. Like, what the hell? I did a vote yesterday. We had almost 7,000. We had 7,000 people in the live stream total throughout the couple hours I did it. And we had 200 votes of people saying they wanted the tariffs. I mean, 50% of them were supporting the tariffs. Trump doesn't have any balls. It scares me. How is he going to deal with China if he can't even keep the tariffs for a full 2 weeks? That man better start, I think it's, sadly to say, I think it's Benjamin Netanyahu in his ear telling him what to do. I mean, he didn't just stop the tariffs on his allies. He stopped a lot of them on his enemies, too. And what the hell makes a country an ally, and what the hell makes a country an enemy? You really got to stop and think about that. Just because we're neighbors or just because we're buddies in war doesn't mean that we're necessarily, I mean, technically on paper we're allies, but are we economic allies if they're screwing us over? I don't think so. If they're screwing us over, we're not economic allies. We're victims or we're enemies. Can American citizens have dual nationality? Yes, we can, but it depends on the country. Not all countries offer dual nationality. Some countries like Montenegro doesn't offer dual nationality, so I could never have a second passport from Montenegro. I would have to give up every other passport and nationality to do so, and that would not make much sense. A trade deficit is screwing me over. It's stealing American jobs. Do you not realize what a trade deficit is? The tariffs are working great. I agree. Buddy, I don't have 100% trade deficit with Walmart. I don't even shop Walmart. And when I did shop Walmart, yes, they're screwing me over because they're taking my money and they're not spending any money with me. So to answer your question, yeah, they are screwing me over. Why should I spend money with someone if they aren't going to do the same, especially if I'm a whole country or a whole business, not just an individual? Do you want to sell footballs or make phones? Well, first off, learn how to spell sew. And no, I don't need to make phones or sew footballs. I already have a job. Some people need those jobs. Like most people don't want to work at McDonald's, buddy. Most people don't want to work at McDonald's, but they have to do it because they need a starter job. That's like a dumb question. I buy used iPhone from Zamzam Electronics. Is Zamzam Electronics a good store or a good place to invest on? Is it a stock? Or is it just like a good company to buy electronics from? America is a service-based economy. Yeah, we need to change that. I mean, you're kind of wrong too, though. It's not 100% service-based. Listen, we can all agree, even if you're a liberal or a Democrat or you like Kamala Harris or you like Joe Biden, that America's economy has been growing weaker in the last 50 years. We all agree on that. Alright, I'll search up Zamzam Electronics right now. Hit the like and subscribe button, though. Even if you... America is a service-based economy? Yeah, sorry, I don't know what the hell happened. I sold my stocks and made $90K last night. Well, congratulations to you. Sorry guys, I don't know what happened there. I kind of disconnected for a second. Had to plug in an extra battery pack. Or a power bank, I mean, for the phone. If you sold your stocks last night, maybe that wasn't the best idea. I think we're going to see more profits in the future. Sleepy Joe and Kamala are a joke. I agree. Let me pin that comment there. Worst politicians in American history. I looked up Zamzam. I don't know if you're still there, but I looked up Zamzam. All I see is it's a phone company in Dubai. That's like the main thing I see about it. And yes, I'll agree. Kamala Harris and Joe Biden are a joke. Is anybody there? Drop a comment. I'm sorry, guys. I just disconnected. Just disconnected. Unfortunately, but we're back now. We're back. Yeah, I probably wore this jacket in another stream recently, but so what? So what? You guys still watching? Hit the like and subscribe button if you're new to the channel. Yep, Zamzam. Sorry about that, man. I disconnected. But Zamzam, I looked it up. I didn't really research too much, but I just see it's like a big phone company in Dubai. What did you really want me to say? I had to get the power bank and restart the live, unfortunately. But Zamzam. Looks good. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. We're talking about everything. You know, we got the travel videos, we got the political live streams, we got the different discussions. Always here for open discussions. And yeah, we almost got to 3,000 subscribers. I'm trying to grow to like 5,000 by the end of the summer. Because I was once monetized. I was in the YouTube partnership program, but unfortunately, they kicked me out because I reposted a Trump TikTok. Now, I completely forgot about the rules of YouTube. I was honestly just trying to, generate some views, and I forgot about the rules of YouTube. But right now, I can break the rules of YouTube. I can repost these TikToks and these videos and run the views up a bit. So I can do that right now since I'm not in the YouTube monetization program. But shout out America. Shout out the Patriots. Much appreciated, man. Much appreciated. Love talking with you, Ski-Doo LLC. You're always an interesting guy to discuss stuff with. And yeah, I looked up that one company you said. Yeah, I didn't Zamzam Electronics, Dubai, United Arab Emirates. Do they ship around the world? I'm sure they have great deals. Done, liked, and subscribed. Man, much appreciated. Much appreciated. Laptops, iPads, smart deals. It's all in, what is it called? It's all in, the money in Dubai. It's all in that currency. I can't think of it off the top of my head. I'm drawing a blank, but what's your opinions on the tariffs with China? We need to go harder on them. Trump has been too soft with his tariffs. Yeah, sorry about that. I'm cooking something on the stove right now. But we need to go harder with the tariffs. 125% isn't enough. Make it 200%, 300%, 400%. We need to crush China. And also with these tariffs, why is everybody with these Chinese tariffs? That's the main thing that's gonna hurt the economy, quote unquote. Why is everyone celebrating in the stock market, and the American stock market is rising and rising and rising? That makes no sense to me. We just put more tariffs on China. Just because we stopped tariffs for 90 days with some of these other countries, we shouldn't be celebrating yet. There's no reason the stock market needs to see the biggest rebound in one day because of a damn Trump tweet. That almost makes no sense to me. But what do you think about the tariffs? Are we going too hard on them or not hard enough? Yeah, the Chinese economy, I keep hearing, is not doing so good, and it's tanking, and the stock market is tanking in China from this. We need to bring back American industrialization. A 100%. Full steam ahead. But China always brings their tariffs. Problem is the cost on income for American people. Well, I kind of agree with what you said, like businesses that do Amazon and drop shipping and any kind of business with China, they're the ones really affected. But the American consumer, a lot of people complain more about the American consumer. I don't think the American consumer is going to be affected too much. They should shop American goods anyway. Yeah, China makes iPhones for $10 and they sell it to us for like $1,200. And people are crying saying, "Oh, they're going to make an iPhone $2,000." Well, that's just their corporate greed. If they're going to do that, they can only rise prices as high as they can, you know. Probably in a couple months I'll return to the US. I don't know exactly when, but during the holidays I always return. But I have some work to do right now, so probably not during the summer. Yeah, we are getting ripped off. I agree on that. And I'm from Florida, so when I go back to the US, I normally go to Florida, but I'm hoping to go to Texas, or I'm hoping to go to New York or California this time as well. Last time I went to Florida and I went to Canada. I don't know, I don't really like Canada. I mean, I liked it a lot. It was fun to go skiing there, but I'd rather just stay somewhere else in the US. And for all the consumers that are complaining about China, I think it hurts the businesses more than the consumers. The American people always buy so much junk from China. Literally every single day, they hop on Temu and they just buy useless shit that they don't need. Or they hop on, Amazon and just order a bunch of shit to their house that they absolutely need for no reason. Like dumb phone cases, just dumb stuff like that. Like the stupidest things you can think of. Americans can't expect $5 an hour, so I don't know what the play is. Honestly, one guy said this on X yesterday on Twitter. He said that the play is that they're gonna make factories with robots. I don't know about that, but at least it wouldn't be in China, and someone has to get paid to make the robots and build the factories. So I don't know. I don't know about that, but I don't know. I feel like if companies really had to make their stuff in America, they're still going to figure out how to make profits. I don't know how they're going to do it. Maybe they'll figure out cheaper material costs. I have no idea. What do I do for a living? That's an interesting question. Well, normally I do like computer stuff and IT stuff, but I do a bunch of different stuff. I've done restaurant work. I've done all kinds of different stuff like that. Work with computers. I've done pretty much every kind of thing you can really think of. But like I said before, like earlier in the live stream, I'm looking to do like sail yachting. I'm in like the I'm at the only premium like I want to be a deckhand for a yacht that makes a lot of money, you know. Um, like a really good amount of income from working on like a 300 foot or a 90-meter super yacht. And that's kind of what I want to do right now, but I have to take the course, and I'm trying to start that next week possibly. If I do, I guess that could be a good video series to make maybe. um, yeah, we have a lot of, you know, super yachts here where I'm at, literally like maybe 100 billion or more worth of super yachts here, so it's a good opportunity. It's the only platinum rated super yacht marina in the world. I was saying I saw some of it, but I didn't tune in for the full thing. Sorry, the connection, I don't know what's going on with that. But yeah, I watched some of it, but I didn't see the whole thing, but I saw clips of it. Looks real good, looks real good. ISO speed is going to stop the tariffs on China. Just kidding, that's not going to happen, but it's a funny joke. Yeah, that man ISO Speed is definitely an interesting streamer. He definitely deserves his hard work or whatnot. He goes very hard. I kind of want to do public streams, but I'm still a little bit hesitant of it, but we'll see what happens. I'm probably going to do them relatively soon. Probably in the next month or two, do some public streams. Well, what kind of public stream should I do? What's going to get views, guys? What's going to get views? I'm a little bit retarded sometimes when it comes to ideas, but I do have plenty of them, but still. I could always use hints and tips and advices. China, living in the future? Yep. One day I'll visit China. Maybe in the next 2 years, who knows? Hopefully in the next 2 years. A lot of people aren't liking China that live there, but they are living in the future. Have you ever seen the city, Shangxing or something like that? I don't know how to pronounce it exactly, but it's something like that. Probably just sounded like a racist thing that I said, but it's called something like that. All giant neon buildings. This city looks more futuristic than Dubai by far. Much more futuristic. I don't know what CPEC is completely. Isn't that some kind of Chinese investment program? Let me look that up real quick. Chinese CPEC. Okay, I see. It's a Chinese Pakistan Economic Corridor. CPEC. Interesting. But did they have the minerals to provide steel, or is it just the ones that we discussed previously? Sorry, I keep flipping my camera back. It says it's going to help one of America's enemies, Iran. No, I really have no problems with Iran. I have plenty of Iranian friends, and especially I met them in Spain, but I don't know. I don't want them to have nuclear capabilities. Supposedly they don't have them yet, but I don't know. Mr. Xi Jinping, friendship between China and Pakistan is based on trust and mutual support. We have been devoted friends through both good and hard times. Our friendship is pacetter for amicable relationships. First, we should strengthen mutual assistance and deepen strategic cooperation. We should keep the good tradition of frequent high level visits and meetings, work together on major strategic issues, support each other on issues involving our respective core interests and major concerns. Second, we should advance our shared interests and achieve common development. We should use China Pakistan economic corridor to drive our practical corporation with focus on the Guadal port, energy infrastructure development, industrial corporation, so that the fruits of its development will reach both all people in Pakistan and the people of other countries in our region. Third, we should enhance close exchanges to build lasting friendship. This year is the year of China-Pakistan friendly exchanges. We should conduct diverse, colorful events of celebration and encourage more contacts and exchanges between young Chinese and Pakistanis. In the next 5 years, we'll provide 2,000 training opportunities for Pakistan and train 1,000 Chinese language teachers for Pakistan. Fourth, we should stick together in face of difficulty and jointly meet security challenges. China will work with Pakistan to tackle non-traditional security threats, so to provide a reliable security guarantee for bilateral economic. To build a China-Pakistan community of shared density is a strategic decision made by our two government and people. Let us work together to create an even brighter future for China and Pakistan. Very interesting stuff. Very interesting stuff. A little bit scary, in my opinion, but interesting stuff. I know they're going to help a lot, and yeah, I believe that part, but I don't know what potential negatives it could have, if any. But I'm not trying to act like China's out to get you or anything, but who knows? Always got to be wary. U.S. is also interested in Pakistan. I'm sure we're interested in taking away power from China, and we're interested in any countries with resources, especially. I think that's it for today's live stream. Not many people are joining in anymore, and I got some things to do, but appreciate the good conversation, Ski-Doo LLC. Hey, wait, my friend just joined in. I'll talk to him for a second. I've been good, Mazusuku. How have you been, man? How have you been? Everything's been good, but it's a little bit chaotic with the U.S. economy, the value of the currency, and the stock market, and the constant craziness of Trump. I mean, I love that man, but he's definitely has his, he's sporadic. It's been a million. Sounds great. A minute. I didn't know what you meant by a million. I thought you meant you were just doing really good. But yeah, it's been a minute. We're edging really, really close to 3,000 subscribers. Hell yeah, I'm on my streaming stuff. I'm on my streaming shit. I'm not going to back down from it. Many people have told me, hate stuff, or many of my friends and family say, oh, don't talk about Trump. Don't talk about politics. Yeah, I'm going to talk about whatever I want to talk about. It's freedom of speech, freedom of expression. As long as I'm not breaking any laws, I don't see the problem. This Terrence guy is a weirdo. Congratulations, Terrence. You'll be the first one to get kicked out of my chat if you say anything weird again. Yeah, people like to hear my takes. I'm definitely getting more positive reaction, but I'm not gonna sit here and say that I don't have family and friends that are. I mean, they act like they like it. They say they do like it, but they're almost trying to control me and try to make me say certain things. And I tell them straight up that my opinion isn't for sale, and it's not something up for debate. I'm gonna talk about what I want to talk about. The people want to talk about it. I'm not the only guy that wants to talk about politics and the stock market and global economics and not even that, not even just that, traveling and stuff like that we talk about here. Like I want to travel to as many countries as I can. And I want to see different places, and I like talking about different politics. It doesn't have to be the US, it can be Turkey, it can be Pakistan, it can be China, it can be anywhere. I like to talk about the world. And especially like, when it's not something negative, it's good to talk about. If it's controversial, you can say that's negative, but hey, grasshopper man, how you doing? How you doing? Some friends are joining in now. Not sure what Gina means, but hit the like and subscribe button if you're new to the channel. And yeah, I really, like I said a couple minutes ago, been saying I kind of mad about Trump just dropping the tariffs. People are mad that Trump put the tariffs. Some people are mad about the tariffs, ayo, but I'm more mad that Trump dropped the tariffs. Like, why did that man have to drop the tariffs? Keep those things on him. Keep going hard on him. We need the best business deals. Where's the art of the deal, Trump? Nah, Trump is gonna keep coming. Trump is gonna keep going hard. I wouldn't be surprised if this man just drops his tariffs on China for no reason. Is he being controlled by Netanyahu? Who knows? The glare is driving me crazy, though. I normally go live on my other camera or my other phone, but no one believes you, Terrence. No one believes you. We all know you're like a 7-year-old in China commenting on my stuff. It's okay. It's okay, man. It's okay. Beep, 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 beep. Thank you, man. I appreciate the positivity. I appreciate any of the comments. I love to read them all, even if they're retarded. Beep, 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 beep. Sorry, guys. That'll turn off in a second. If you're new to the channel, though, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. Let's all make some cheese. Yeah. That's something positive. Spread the positivity today. Ayo, let's all make some cheese. Alfredo. Beep, beep, beep. Shut the hell up, stove. Letting my food cool off. Ayo, let's all make some cheese. Donald J. Trump. Well, American Steel. What am I cooking? I have some peppers and some chicken for lunch. Nothing too special, but it's good stuff. Pants with no back pockets. Today I got some non-Amish pants. Oh wait, do I have some back pockets? Yeah, I do have some back pockets. So believe it or not, today I actually do have some back pockets. See that? That's my back pockets. And these are my front pockets. These are non-Amish pants. My non-Amish friend gave me these. It's like 1 p.m. where I'm at. I'm not inside the United States. It's 1:30. And I have some work to do after this live stream, but where are you coming from, Grasshopper? I am the rare breed. I am the rare breed. I'm too rare. Yeah, I'm from Florida originally, but yeah, I'm in Europe at the moment. I found the European Amish community and I'm settled here. Yeah, I remember you're from Ohio. You just needed to remind me. What part of Ohio? Shout out LeBron James, the legendary Cleveland, Ohio man. LeBron James. Hungarians? Yeah, shout out Hungarians. I love Hungarians. I live in Eastern Europe, so Hungary's not too far from me. Yeah, I did go to Podgorica, the capital of Montenegro. Yeah, I went there. I made a whole video about it, man. Go check it out for sure. Go check that out on my channel. I went there. I met my friend. He's a local Montenegrin guy. He lives in the capital here. And yeah, man, I went there. It's a lot of fun. No clue about why the Soviets won the race to space, but my front pocket is Hungarian made. Really interesting. No clue what that means. Podgorica. I think that's how you pronounce it. But definitely go check out my video about it. I'm surprised anyone mentioned that, honestly. I honestly got to screenshot that comment. Screenshotted. I was born in Croatia. Shout out Croatia, man. Do you see my hat? I mean, I got this in Dubrovnik. You're probably not from Dubrovnik, but my mother straight off the boat, crazy Hungarian. Yeah, Hungarian women are beautiful, unique people. Why in Eastern Europe? Well, I know Eastern Europe has been demonized by Americans and by people, but, well, the hat says Croatia. And the top says Dubrovnik, and it has an anchor in the middle. She'll knock you right straight to Turkey, I'm sure. They make good paprika. Why Eastern Europe? I love Eastern Europe. Montenegro, specifically Croatia, I love. Yeah, I mean, I haven't been too many places yet, but I really like Montenegro and Croatia a lot. Chicken paprika is kind of what I'm making. Honestly, I like the capital of Montenegro, but I kind of like where I live better. I mean, it's a little bit rainy outside today, but I live in Tivat, Montenegro. It's the yachting capital kind of Montenegro. And, that's why I want to work on a boat. I want to see the pyramids, but I've never seen them. Eastern Europe is cheap. It's a good salary here to live on because you can afford an apartment. With a basic job in America, you can't do that. You can't afford your own place with a basic job. In most places, unless you live in like Ohio or the middle of the country, kind of. I'll definitely check out Albania. For sure, for sure. Do you still live in Croatia or you live in the States now, the United States? Honestly, I don't even think they got strippers here. The women here are rather conservative Amish women. No, I'm just kidding, they're not Amish, but they're mostly more conservative. They don't do OnlyFans or anything like that. But I definitely want to go to Albania. That's on my list. Just looking for places that look interesting. He's in Dakota. I live in Toledo, Ontario. Born in Croatia. What part of Croatia? Could you drop down below? I'm interested. Did you grow up in Croatia or did you just go straight to Canada? You have a family member that's Canadian, like your dad or your mom, or why did you end up there? Croatia! The first part about your question, Ramit, is yes. The second question is probably no. I don't know what that means. Esoteric area till 8. Grandma and Poppy moved, so I went with them. Croatia! People are screaming it. Croatia! Do you still visit Croatia? Do you have the citizenship, by the way, or the passport or whatever? You should definitely come back. It's a beautiful place. I would be visiting there like yearly, especially if I lived in a cold place like Ontario, Canada. I mean, to be fair, he does have a little bit of a point, but I completely understand why your name's Terrence. I like the name personally, but it's not really a traditional Croatian name. But if your father was born in Canada, then I'm guessing he's the one that named you Terrence. But I like the name Terrence. It's a good name. I have both and USA. Wow, you're really privileged. And you have an EU passport, an American passport, and a Canadian passport, right? Or is that just me? No, I don't have that. I'm just kidding. Literally racist. My name is Ramit. I was born in Vancouver. Well, I'm guessing you're Indian or Pakistani, but you were born in Canada. Am I right about that? Just guessing because I know a lot of people in Canada are originally families originally from India and Pakistan. Yeah, I get really good flight deals. Why is that? Is that just because of your passport or why? I am. So what? I only like Amish. British Columbia liberal goofball. No clue what that means, but that sounds funny as hell to me. Shout out the Amish community in Toledo and Marylow Town, Ontario. Three citizenships. You're lucky and blessed to have three citizenships. For me as an American, it's not easy to always travel around Europe because of the 90-day rule. But maybe in the future, I can get a European citizenship by marriage or by investment or something. Who knows? Ramit, stop with saying the weird stuff. If you don't have anything good to say, just please keep it cool. All right, it was nice talking with you guys. I got some things to do now. Please hit the like and subscribe button. Okay, okay. It's your name, sir. That's your name. Please hit the like and subscribe. Yeah, well, I'm not going to pronounce it like that. I'll just call you by your first name. Ramit. How does that sound? Please hit the like and subscribe button. Have a good day, Sappy Sour. Hit the like and subscribe button, guys. Mostly just subscribe because I want to talk to you again, Terrence. I want to talk to you again, Ramet. And who else? Grasshopper, I know he's already probably subscribed, but I appreciate him as well. All right, peace out, guys. Have a good day. Talk to you later, tomorrow or whenever. You can drop a comment too if you want to talk to me ever. And I have a Discord in my bio. Peace.